Personal approach and deep cultural understanding are the core principles guiding the diplomacy of Sailas Thangal, the ambassador of India to Kazakhstan. How does India position its cooperation with Kazakhstan within its broader engagement with the region, and what key priorities will shape the bilateral ties agenda in the years ahead? We explore these questions in this episode of The Life of a Diplomat. I'm Ainura Mangali. Let's get started.
Silk Route has evolved into a strategic partnership.
What would be the potential of this of cooperation between our countries in this?
The largest economy in Central Asia and also the largest bilateral trade partners of India. There is no relations deeper than relation of hearts. Almost 200,000 or more Indian visited Kazakhstan. There is no bigger prize for me than presenting my great historical country.
The ambassador, welcome to the program Life of a Diplomat.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.
Yes, let's go proceed to the interview.
Thank you.
Yeah. Diwali lights or spring step celebrations?
I would choose both Diwali and celebration.
Bollywood beats or Kazakh dombra rhythms?
Well, I go with Kazakh there.
Yeah, that's very good. Himalayan peaks or Altai mountains?
Both are beautiful. Both has similar characters. So I think whether you choose Altai or Himalayas, I think one and the same thing.
Namaste greeting or traditional Kazakh welcome?
Well, I will do Namaste in Kazakh traditional way.
Yes. Indian wedding or a Kazakh dastarkhan?
Look, Indian weather is too big. Especially traditional Hindu marriages. It can last days and months together if you really have to do it. So I go for simple, more traditional wedding.
Yeah. Sari elegance or Chapan heritage?
Maybe it's a Sapan's heritage.
Exactly. And the last one, lotus symbol or steppe tulip?
Tulips.
The ambassador, thank you very much for sharing your time with us today. Let us begin with discussing the status quo of bilateral relations between Kazakhstan and India. How would you characterize it so far?
Well, as far as the India-Kazakhstan bilateral relationship is concerned, we do have an excellent bilateral relations, deeply rooted in enduring goodwill, mutual trust, strategic, mutual respect and strategic trust, and with long-standing civilizational link. And the exchange of ideas, scholars, and trade along the ancient Silk Route has evolved into a strategic partnership of our modern-day bilateral relations, which is nurtured by regular high-level visits between our two countries. So I think I would have no doubt in saying that we do have an excellent bilateral relationship with strategic partnership. So
you've mentioned civilizational dialogue, meaning that it's expanded through civilizations, right? It's like thousands of years. But if you talk about nowadays, why do you think Kazakhstan is an important partner for India in this region in Central Asia?
Well, Kazakhstan is the largest country in Central Asia, the largest economy in Central Asia, and also the largest bilateral trade partners of India. Now, Kazakhstan is important not because of this largest country, but also occupied a very, very strategic geographical area, linking both South Asia or Asia to Europe, east to west, north to south. And besides this, Kazakhstan is fortunately endowed with great natural resources. Like you have hydrocarbons, huge reserve of hydrocarbons. You have a huge, largest producer of uranium. You have a huge deposit of rare earths and critical minerals, which are real critical ingredients for modern industries. So that way is not only important for India, but also for every developing countries or every country which is aspiring to achieve greater heights. So
let us now address these topics all one by one. You started with, mentioning the geography and the importance of, these routes, transport routes. We're talking about connectivity and logistics. So how does India see its role in these, connectivity projects, and what would be the potential of this of cooperation between our countries in this field? In linking the different continents to each other, really.
Yeah, thank you for asking me these questions because connectivity is one of the weakest link between India and Kazakhstan in modern world. Because as I told you, we have an excellent bilateral relationship. We have an excellent or robust political relationship between India and Kazakhstan, but our bilateral trade and investment is way below its potential. This is basically because of the lack of physical connectivity and lack of this custom unifications in uniformation in modern world as such. So because of this lack of physical connectivity or otherwise, we don't have a direct land link, we don't have a rail link, we don't have a sea link. So this is a priority key areas for both India and Kazakhstan to work together and to resolve this issue so that we have this trade and investment or commercial relations to a respectable level than what we have today. Yes, both India and Kazakhstan are working together to resolve this. We do have important projects on our plate which we are working together. We have a joint working group on connectivity and logistics.
Yes, and if you talk about economy and economic and trade cooperation between the states, what do you see your priorities? Your country's priorities in terms of enhancing this dialogue with Kazakhstan?
Well, there are economic cooperation, as I said, and also trade diversification is one of the key areas. Right now, what India and Kazakhstan is trading is mainly concentrated in energy.
Yeah.
Energy supply from here. Yes, things are coming from India as well, but we need to spread our basket to other commodities as well, as also the industrial integration. Not only doing transactional trading. For example, you buy, I sell. You sell, I buy. And you settle the score and finish there and then. We
also know that Indian expertise in IT or space technology or pharmaceuticals. So how does these industries can contribute into Kazakhstan's development goals?
Yes, cooperation with India in IT, pharma, and space technology can really support Kazakhstan industrial evolution and also what we call smart innovation-led or knowledge-driven industrial or growth in this thing. You know that it is a recognized fact that India has a strong power in IT software,
yes.
IT, this intelligence, artificial intelligence, AI. And also public IT public infrastructure platforms, then also so many other things in IT, this thing. So like for example, startup Indian IT startups.
Yeah.
So all this can come together and have this kind of cooperation in Kazakhstan, which can lead to you do have this e-governance and all that this thing, but it can the Indians globally competitive IT services and IT solutions can help Kazakhstan expand it and secure e-governance, which is now the password of every government in the world today. So these are there, and also most important things in the present context is the cyber security.
How would you characterize the political dialogue, political interaction between the Indian and Kazakh government so far? So maybe some of the high-level events that we can anticipate in the coming years.
Yeah,
as I said, months even.
Yeah, as I said, we do have a robust political relationship, which is nurtured by regular high-level visits. As I just told you, 2 weeks ago, Prime Minister was in India, and your Prime Minister, Kazakh Prime Minister, and Indian Prime Minister met on, even though it was a multilateral summit, AI's Impact Summit, where there were many VVIPs and ministers and the shakers and movers and shakers of this IT world,
yes, exactly.
and AI world. You name any top IT technology companies, all the CEOs were descended down in New Delhi. Despite that, despite this great peoples around in Delhi, Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Bakhtanov had their own bilateral meeting discussing on all whole gamut of bilateral relationship. So our bilateral political cooperation dialogues are ongoing regularly, and as I said, both bilaterally and the multilateral forum. So bilaterally speaking, Prime Minister Modi has been in Kazakhstan 2 times. Once in 2015, once in 2017. We are hoping that President Tokayev will also visit India soon.
Taking interaction of India and Kazakhstan on multilateral platforms, right? So where do India and Kazakhstan align most closely on regional and global issues, in your opinion?
Multilaterally also, India and Kazakhstan do have a great coordination and cooperation, like for example in various multilateral organizations where we are common members. For example, SICA, SCO, and BRICS. Of course, Kazakhstan is not a full member, but it is a observer status in BRICS, and also UN. So our India and Kazakhstan can still significantly enhance their cooperation in multilateral fora by aligning their strategic priorities, and also regional security, promoting connectivity corridors, as I said, because this is a multilateral thing. It is not only India and Kazakhstan, but regional connectivities, and linking South Asia with the Central Asia, and also Central Asia to the warm sea of tropical Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, or Indian Oceans, and digital connectivities, custom uniformation. So these are the priority areas for.
That would be strategic priorities for us.
Those
interacting on multilateral.
Correct. So on multilateral fora. So these are the strategic areas where both countries should be looking to cooperate for win-win cooperation.
Yes, talking about cultural diplomacy and people-to-people exchanges, what role do you see of this kind of diplomacy in the bilateral dialogue as well?
Well, see, in any relation, bilateral, multilateral or family, any relations without exception, to me, there is no relations deeper than relation of hearts, which is cultural and people-to-people relation. Now, fortunately, in India and Kazakhstan instances, as I said, we do have a deep cultural link. We do have a long historical linkages. So our understanding of one another is very, very deep. May not be surfacing right now because of the geographical distances and all this thing. Also because of the political this and that. But then we do have perfect understanding. For example, we do have the Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center in Astana, which is really propagating what our cultural relations are. They are conducting a musical class, yoga class, and also other classes in this thing, and also propagating culturals and all these things. So we do have many Kazakh students coming and learning Indian classical dance, yoga, music,
Yeah, that's
all
interesting.
for free.
Yeah.
All for free.
Yes. What opportunities do you see for expanding cooperation in education, in particular, science, and, for example, students exchange?
Well, I'm very happy to tell you that Kazakhstan, I don't know whether you are aware that this is a very, very important and also emerging pillar of our strong cooperation, education and people-to-people context. For example, last year, the year 2025, I think it is being estimated that almost 200,000 or more Indian visited Kazakhstan.
That was among record numbers.
Yeah,
if
it's
I'm
a
not
record
mistaken,
number. It's a record number. So Kazakhstan is, increasingly becoming a hotspot for family visit and also pleasure tourism and all this. That is why, because why people are coming here, because they feel comfortable, because they are welcome here by the Kazakh, because they have something to look forward for. There is similarity in the custom, culture, treating, warm welcome. Because see, Kazakh's hospitality is totally another subject to that we can discuss about, which is really great. So this is one area. Now, coming to education, yes, we do have exchange on this thing. We do have youth exchange program every year that we send from here about 20 people. Every year we do send on a culture this thing. We do have a scholarship of about 100 scholarship for Kazakh students or professionals in various things, trainings in audit, trainings in web designing, trainings in English speaking courses, training in this crypto, this thing, cyber security, AI. So various scholarships, all for this. We have 100 scholarships for Kazakh, plus another 40, I think, for the defense staff.
Let us talk about your past in diplomacy. What had led you to the diplomacy, and why have you choose this career path as your priority in life?
Now, foreign service is very, very interesting in both your work portfolio as well as your personal growth. Why? Because as a young service officers, like I started my my diplomatic career in the year 1997 in Iran.
Yeah.
Before that, of course, we passed out in 1995 exam. 1997, I was in Iran as a young diplomat. Now see, as a young diplomat, you represent your country. You speak on behalf of your country, representing your president, your government out there. And also, you get to interact with a lot of cultures across. Now, this is my seventh posting in my diplomatic career. I was in Iran, I was in UAE, I was in the Netherlands, I was in Myanmar, I was in China, I was in Ivory Coast, I am now in Kazakhstan, and in between Delhi as well.
Yeah.
So in this long form.
No, you are absolutely right. My last question here is, what is the most rewarding thing to represent your country here in Kazakhstan?
Well, this is one of the most advanced country in Central Asia, or not only in Central Indian region, as an emerging middle power. So there is no bigger prize for me than presenting my great historical country in this historical country where we have this historical linkages since time immemorial. So I am very, very grateful to my government for having posted me to this great country.